By the way, if you're wondering why I'm importing ore, it's because there's none in the ground here, but I'm not importing oil, which is almost 5K more. In order to check and see what the better one is to do, I'm going to show you guys a really cool trick if you don't know about this. When you're dealing with trade cities, if you ever want to determine what trade city is going to be best for you in your region for the evening, click on SimCity World, check out the global market, and see what the prices of everything are and what they're doing. Coal, as you can see over the course of the last month, has kind of been around the 4K range. Let's wait for the month to load so we can see. Yeah, it really doesn't fluctuate all that much. I mean, you can see it's gone down here like 3K, going up to as much as 6K, but we look at crude oil. Crude oil's up here at 14, and it goes in between 10 and 15, so it's a lot more expensive. Now, if you look at ore, ore is consistently lower, except for this one part where they came pretty close. So if you want to build an Omega City and you have to choose between your resources, it's almost always, in fact, it is always, in terms of this last month, better to build on a plot with oil and import ore. At some points, like right now, there's such a huge disparity that you'd be ridiculous to try to build an ore city and try to import coal or oil. It would just be too expensive. You can also do this for metal, alloy, and plastic. And the reason I bring those three up is because when you're doing recycling, this will help you determine which is the best to create in a recycling center. Right now, it's great to go for alloy. But if you want to diversify a little bit, you could do plastic as well. Metal, not really worth doing unless you're going to convert it into something else. TVs or something. But if processors, you're going to want to go plastic and alloy anyway. Which is interesting to note because you have to import some of that as well. Fuel is another one to look at. Fuel in reference to oil. Fuel is way up there. Now let's look at processors. Processors in reference to plastic and alloy. They're 70K. Now the reason I bring that up when I'm talking about an Omega City is because you need processors to create drones. So if you're importing processors by the ton, you're paying like crazy. So I'm going to supplement my processors facility by exporting alloy and probably just alloy. And it's going to cut the cost in half. Now, do I want to build a processor facility in my city so I can completely cut the bottom line out? We're going to have to balance that because when we're doing that, we're taking away space that we could otherwise use to build more Omega factories. So let's take a look. Computers as well. Computers per ton is only 70K. TVs is way up. Oh, I'm sorry. Computers is 147 and TVs is 126. That's processors. So going with the finished product is exponentially better in terms of trade. And those, the TV and the processor markets, they're always consistently really good.